Hi everybody, hope everyone's well and we're all feeling grateful. Today is another day, another chance for abundance. I have been reading about about food and eating healthily, and something I came across was about third eye, and been researched and looked at what foods help with your overall healthiness, but most importantly third eye issues such as balance and clarity of thought and intention. Basically, information I've looked at has basically said that chakras are not all about energy. Yes, they flow and spin and balance different essences and beliefs, but there's a lot more to the chakras and that it's not just about energy, it's about connection. When we look at the third eye chakra, we see its connection to intuition, the spiritual world, and our connection with our greater self. If we're connecting the dots, it's no surprise that food is also good for the third eye and that chakra, and is also good for connecting with our intuition, being in tune with our inner selves. I was going to add another thing I've found helpful right now, not so much in the past because it's probably just been a work in progress, but I've worked up to a point now where I am able to tune out, because remember I was talking about the narcissist and how they just like to suck everyone into a void, into their own drama, and I found a good way of combating this is to just take a moment and just ask yourself, how am I feeling? I might be around a lot of narcissists because I find myself doing it every second of every day at some points, but you can be around some powerful psychic vampires, especially when you become more attuned, more intuitive. So a good way to break that connection with them, to disconnect from the narcissist, is to question, how are you feeling? How am I feeling? Just tune into your body, and maybe look at certain areas of your body, like your feet, your back, areas that carry a lot of tension or information on your external world. Yoga is another good practice of being able to tune into your body and just develop a relationship with yourself, with your body, and it helps to learn ways to bring calm, to also untangle and knot all those stress or tense places in the body, just to bring peace and harmony and clarity of thought. So that's a lot of information there. But so going back to information that I've been reading in terms of eating healthily, so it talks about the third eye being a chakra. As you know, it's in between your eyes, in between your eyebrows, and that they reckon that there's beneficial foods that help. So just in case you're not clear on what a chakra or what the third eye chakra is, it's one of the 7 chakras which have their own, each chakra has its own specific location in the body and represents different traits, aspects and spiritual goals. Of these 7, I mean, they say there are more, but then that takes you into another dimension, the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. That is of another dimension, but in this physical reality of Earth in which we are living in and are governed by the 7 senses and the seven chakras, I should say, also known in Sanskrit by the name of Ajna, which directly translates to the word to perceive. So the third eye is considered a gateway between the physical and spiritual. It's associated with insight, intuition, wisdom. When this chakra is balanced, we can see clearly, both externally and within ourselves, connecting us to intuition and the spiritual world. Because of this relationship with the spiritual and our own intuition, our third eye often enables us to become psychics, seers, mediums, once it's opened, and to join similar paths where we can connect with the spiritual world while also separating for clarity. So as I was saying, tuning into your own feelings helps to gain a sense of clarity, because it is something I really have been struggling with. Probably, because as I mentioned, you know, the environment of narcissists, and I think quite powerful or advanced, I don't know what you'd call them, alpha types or types of narcissists or malignant narcissists, I don't know. And I suppose if you've been around them all your life, you know, your own boundaries and spiritual defences may have weakened. If you haven't recognised that you're, or took the necessary steps to extricate yourself from these persons or people, or you know, situations. So you know, it could be a relationship, like you know, I have covered this before. So if you want to have a look through earlier videos, you'll find you know, a description there. So getting on to the food, so they talk of you know, how the food can help to decrease a poor mindset such as pessimism or cynicism, lack of mental clarity or concentration, strengthened intuition, and to see the world more clearly. And these types of foods are raw cacao or almond cacao, which is the chocolate cocoa. Well, the cocoa. Well, there's raw cacao or almond cacao, which is chocolate. The third eye chakra is filled with antioxidants. Well, it helps the third eye chakra because it's filled with antioxidants and flavonoids that effectively boost serotonin while simultaneously reducing stress and inflammation. This promotes clarity for anyone with an overworked brain. As you can see, I probably need some. So, but yeah, I haven't actually tried any. I mean, yeah, obviously we can't get raw cacao if we're living in the Western world, but plain chocolate, dark chocolate is good.